All right, that guy's going. You guys hit your mics and we'll find our way into child's pose. All right, and as you find your way, just settle in and just take this moment to, express such gratitude to you all for being here with us, right, through this whole time. And we're starting some in-studio classes this week, so we greatly appreciate you showing up for us virtually, and then if you choose to show up for us in studio, we look forward to seeing you there too. But we'll have both going to keep you all well informed about yoga and moving and all that fun stuff. So settle in, bringing the forehead to the mat, arms reach long out in front of you, sit bones sink back. Initially here, just listen to your breath, like notice, and eventually the next minute or so, start to let it become more of a conscious breath, that ujjayi breath in through the nose and out the nose. It helps to create a little cadence in the body. It sets that tempo so that we can stave off flight and fight. And it also is a way just to relax and come within. When we notice our breath, we can start to really be in our bodies and see, observe, feel what's going on in this moment. And we practice that throughout this time on our mat so that we can practice it when we're off the mat, when we can walk through our days, and when we feel like we're getting a little disconnected, we know to tap back into really feeling our breath and our body so we can stay present in as many moments as possible, right? We tend to let ourselves get numbed out by TV shows, different activities. And so even the news, right? Even though we hone in on it because we need to know what's going on, sometimes that becomes our numbing factor as well. So letting yourself start to realize that maybe a bit more as you move through today. Notice those moments when you just kind of tone out to what's in front of you and you're not really present, and see if you can come back to that sense of really being grounded in your body. Go ahead and pick the forehead up. Walk the hands over to the left. Take your right hand on top of the left. Sink the right sit bone down. Just welcome some length into the right side. And then walk yourself through center, coming over to the right hand on top of the left. Sink your left sit bone down. And bring yourself back through center. Go ahead and come up onto hands and knees. So setting up into a tabletop position. And on an inhale, let the heart come through, belly drops towards the mat. And on the exhale, just really pushing the mat away, letting the gaze come in towards the navel. And let yourself rock back and forth with breath here. Oh, I have the front window open and I can smell the roses out in the front garden. It's wonderful. Take one more round. Inhale, heart comes through. Exhale, really push the mat away. And then settle into a neutral spine. And then from here, turn the right fingertips towards you so that you start to open up through the wrist and forearm. So left hand will stay as is, but the right fingertips turn in. And then the amount of weight that seems appropriate there, right? So you might come forward a bit, or maybe you lean back. If you lean back, that's going to bring more length into the forearm there. And then I'm just going to do some little circles. So part of this is, selfish for me from doing massage. So just opening up these forearms that tend to get a little restricted. And then take a couple of circles, go in the opposite direction. And then go ahead and settle back in. Turn the right hand forward, and even if you want, you can turn so that the palm turns up so that you come, so you come into the wrist a bit, and then you'll lean back. So fingertips face you. Yeah, there you go. And then come back and little wiggle around all those little bones in the wrist. There's 8 of them. I don't remember them all. I had to know them at one point in time, but I don't remember them all now. Go ahead and turn the fingers of the left hand, so turn the fingers towards you. And then decide, do you need to be more over it? Can you lean back a little bit more? The more you lean back, the more length that's going to bring into the forearm. And then we'll start those little circles again. So just letting yourself take a few circles in one direction. When you come back through, let yourself stop for just a second here, getting into center, and then now the other direction. And then coming in, settling into center, turning the hand around. Now you can bring the palm face up, fingers towards you, and just light here, right? Just this gives a little more opening through the front of the wrist. Don't put too much weight there. It's just about that stretch, getting into the extensors a bit. And then go ahead and release, and if you want a little wiggle or shake before you set the hand down, feel free. And then walk the hands forward a bit, curl the toes under, bring yourself back into down dog. Sit bones nice and tall, and maybe a little pedal around as you're here, bending into the knees. Just seeing how you step into this down dog and what this first one feels like in this practice. And then just a moment to go through your foundation, right? So just nice and solid into the hands. You want to feel the whole palm root in, and almost like that little grip, like you're trying to grip open a jar. And then as you push away from the mat, feel how the shoulders broaden and a little squeeze into the armpits so that you don't sink into the shoulder girdle. Really from here on out, this core engagement, drawing low ribs and navel in. And then lastly, legs, right? That internal rotation of your thighs, pulling you up and back, and really finding that engagement in the lower half of the body so you can pull yourself out of the shoulders to help find a little lightness. Bring the inside edges of your feet together so your big toes touch. And then take the left leg, reach it up to the sky, turn your hip up, bend the knee. Press the sole of the foot over, maybe a little rotation into the left ankle. Try to keep the shoulders square. A lot of times, even now, I noticed I was trying to lift my left shoulder a little bit. So try to keep your shoulders square to the mat. And then take your left leg long behind you. As you press back through the heel, really flex through the foot. Feel the internal rotation of your thigh as you press back, right? Nice and supported, engaged, lifted. And then bring the left knee in as you start to round through the body. You can bring the knee in. Squeeze it in nice and tight towards the chest. And then step your left foot to the top of the mat. Nice and long through the right leg. Reach through the crown of the head. And then leaving your right hand connected. Take the left hand, reach it up to the sky. Find your twist. And even in this early on twist, staying as long as possible through the spine. You might want to stay open in the vertebra so we're not jamming any of the discs or the bones together. Stay active through the right leg so you're not dropping the hip and getting a false sense of a twist. All this movement through the rib cage, through our thoracic spine. That's where most of the mobility of our spine is. Take one more full breath in. And then exhale, return your left hand down, but bring it inside your left foot. Now, if you want to block, you're welcome to. If this keeps this too low for you, bring a block under to the left hand. And then let your right foot spin down. Start to open the right shoulder up. So you're going to come into a low side angle. And if this is too much, too early on, bring it up tall. Block under the hand can help. But sometimes moving from the bottom up, we find more space than what we think we actually have. One more full breath in. And then on your exhale, returning the right hand down. So you're going to come back into that low lunge, bringing the right knee all the way to the mat. Release the toes. Hands up onto the left knee. Let yourself sink down and forward. Hands can stay right here. You can maybe take the right arm up and lay back. That'll take it a little deeper. Both arms up and lay back. Bring yourself through center. And then bring the hip back up so that you get kind of square and the hips over your knee. Right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind. Let's take another twist. Just feeling the need to rinse out today. So I like the right hand on the knee. It helps to give me a little more leverage. I can get a little taller through the crown of the head. One more full breath in and a full exhale. Bring yourself back through, hands down to the mat, curl your right toes under, step yourself back, down dog. Come forward to a high push-up, lower all the way down. As you make your way to the mat, we're moving into a baby cobra. Hands firm into the mat. Press in, let the elbows squeeze in, the shoulders wrap onto the spine, heart reaches forward. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, release down, press up and back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it up to the sky, turn your hip up, bend the knee, press the sole of the foot over. It's again, a little rotation in the ankle if that's good. And then take the right leg long, let your hip drop in, nice and ignited through the right foot so you feel nice and active in the leg. Notice the head of the femur in relationship to your hips. You're not pulling out of the joint. Stay nice and supported. And then starting to bring the right knee in. Squeeze in towards the chest. And then set the right foot to the top. So when you take it nice and slow like that, that encourages you to really find the strength in your right hip flexor and a little core strength as well. So settle in, right foot solid, long through the left leg. Leave your left hand connected. Take the right hand, reach it up. Find your twist. One more full breath in. And a full exhale. Releasing the right hand down inside the right foot. Spin your left foot down so that you open into the side angle. You can keep it low here. You can, come up onto fingertips. You can come up taller if that's what you need. One more full breath in, and then releasing left hand down, bringing your left knee down. Go ahead and come up, hands onto the right knee, sinking down and forward. And then again, if you want to add arms, taking the left arm up, maybe adding the right, a little bit of a back bend. Each of those little stair steps add a little depth. And then come back through center. And then you're gonna start to square up the hips a bit, right? So when we were in our lunge, you were nice and low. Now you wanna draw the hip back so that the knee and your hip and shoulders stack, reaching up through the crown of the head, arms nice and long, and then twisting now to the right. Left hand to the outside of your right knee, right arm releases behind. One more full breath in and a full exhale. Bring yourself back through center. Hands will come down to the mat. Curl the toes under, step back, down dog. Come forward to a high push-up plank pose and then lower all the way down. Shoulders wrap onto the spine, heart reaches forward. One more cobra pose. Full breath in. Exhale, release. Press yourself up and back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full, in and out. Gaze to the hands. Step to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise. Sweep all the way up. And exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Plant the hands. Step yourself back. Down dog. Come forward to a high push-up. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, or stay with cobra if that's better. and come back, down dog. Full breath in, and a full exhale. Full breath in, and a full exhale. One more, nice and full, in and out. Gaze to the hands, step to the top. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, rise, sweep up tall. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, excuse me, step back, down dog. Come forward to a high push-up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full, in and out. Gaze to the hands, step to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees now, sit back, chair pose. Uttanasana. Let yourself sink in, sink back pretty deep. Really active in the quads, active in the core, right? Just really lifting up off of the hips, floating the heart up. Tapping in to the rhythm of your breath to keep that calm and still in the midst of a pose that can be challenging physically in the body. One more, full breath in. And exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step yourself back, down dog. Take your left leg, reach it long. Step the left foot through. Come up, warrior one. So as the right foot seals down, right toes towards the right front corner of the mat, nice and solid into the left foot. And then start to draw the left hip back, right hip forward. To find your foundation, draw up from the base of the perineum, core engagement, heart floating, energetically reaching through fingertips. Stay grounded in the feet. Start to hover over the left thigh, so a little grounded warrior. Hop up onto the ball of your right foot and get wobbly. No, don't get wobbly. I got wobbly. All right, and then bring the hands down if that's better for you for your back. Otherwise, keep them reaching or in towards your heart. We're stepping into warrior three. So right leg floats, arms reach. Body tries to run parallel to the mat. One more, full breath in. And then on your exhale, nice and slow, step back to warrior one, open warrior two. So let yourself find a little more length as you sink in. Flip your front palm, lay back, reverse. All right, we're gonna come all the way through to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand to the left front corner of the mat. Right leg starts to float up. Right arm reaches up. If you want to play a bit with strength, you can, float the left fingertips off the mat. And now, stepping back just to land in warrior two, flip your front palm, reverse. Bring it all the way down to the mat. Step back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your left leg, reach it, or right leg, reach it along, not left. You don't want to do the same side again. And then stepping your right foot through, left foot comes down, come up, warrior one. So warrior one, right side, nice and solid into the left foot as you find that outer edge, sinking into the right, and then drawing up through the core. Start to come over the right thigh, this grounded warrior, nice and solid. Feel the left heel root in. Reach through the crown of the head. Feel the shoulders onto your back. Now again, hands can reach to the floor in front of you. You can bring them into prayer in front of the heart. You can keep them reaching long. Start to come up onto the ball of the left foot. So you can give that little lift off coming into warrior three. Soften into the right knee as you step back long, landing warrior one. Open warrior two. Whew. I think the humidity is helping, but I got a little sweat going on this morning. Maybe you do too. Flipping your front palm, lay back, reverse. Finding length all through the right side. Long through the fingertips. One more full breath in. And then on your exhale, nice and slow, coming forward, right fingertips catch the right front corner of the mat. Floating the left foot up, left arm reaches, half moon. And then again, if you want to leave the right hand connected, you're welcome to. If you want to float it a bit, play a little bit more with core strength. Nice, soften into the right knee, step back, land warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. And then to the mat. Step yourself back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Gaze to the hands. Step to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway, plant the hands, step yourself back, down dog. Take your left leg, reach it long, step through, come up, warrior one. Stay grounded in the feet, lean forward, grounded warrior. Then pop up onto the ball of the right foot, give that little lift off, warrior three. Soften into the left knee as you step back, land, warrior one, open, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Come all the way through, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Nice full breath in. And then as you exhale, step back long. Inhale, come up, warrior two, reverse. And then to the mat. Stepping back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it long. Step the right foot through. Come up, warrior one. Stay grounded, connected through the left heel and come over your right thigh. Grounded warrior. And then come up onto the ball of the left foot. Give that little lift off. Warrior three. Soften into the right foot. Step back as you land, warrior one. And then open, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Come through, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Full breath in. And then slowly step back, land, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse, into the mat. Stepping back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a few breaths here. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Full breath in. And a full exhale. One more, nice and full. In and out. Gaze to the hands. Step to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to a halfway lift, plant the hands, step yourself back, down dog. Left leg reaches long, step it through, come up, warrior one. One more time through. Stay grounded as you come over the left thigh, and then stepping in to warrior three, float the right leg. Soften into the left knee as you step back, land, warrior one, open, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Come through to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Full breath in. And a full exhale. Soften into the left knee, step back, land, warrior two. Flipping your front palm, reverse. Into the mat. Stepping back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Take your right leg, reach it long. Step the right foot through. Left foot spins down. Coming up, warrior one. Come over the right thigh, reaching grounded warrior. And then giving that little lift off, warrior three. Nice and slow, soften through the right knee as you step back. Land, warrior one. Open, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. And then coming all the way through, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Full breath in. And then soften as you step back, land, warrior two, reverse, and then to the mat. Stepping back, down dog. Come forward, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Full breath in, and a full exhale. Full breath in, and a full exhale. One more, nice and full, in and out. Come forward to a high push-up, and then nice and slow, all the way down. So as you make your way down to the mat, chin, cheek, or forehead, arms can rest alongside. And if you had one cheek down, just moving over to the other so you can even out a bit. And then come back through center. Keep the arms cactus here. So fingertips facing towards the top of the mat, elbows bent. Bend the knees, soles of the feet come up to the sky. On an inhale, float the chest up, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the knees, little skydiver. One more full breath in. And exhale, lower, come all the way down. Interlace fingertips at the small of the back. Start to lift the arms up. Let the shoulders come in. Heart's gonna float up. If it's good, legs come up too. One more full breath in. And then exhale, lower, come all the way down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, pressing up and back, down dog. I couldn't decide if I was gonna go into an up dog or not, so I kinda had like that weird little lift. All right, come onto the knees, swing the feet around, come all the way onto your back. All right, so finding your way into bridge pose from here. Let the feet root in. You should be able to graze your heels with your fingertips. Start to press in, the hips float up. Shoulders come together under. And then either interlacing fingertips or leaving the arms alongside the body. But really find the legs. This is all driven by strength here. So pressing in firm with the feet. And letting the body rebound up. One more full breath in. And exhale, lower. Come all the way down. Inhale. And a full exhale. All right, so one more. You can stay with bridge. If wheel is part of your practice, you can set the hands just outside of the shoulders, pressing up into wheel, more of a full back bend, staying with bridge if that's better in your body. Come on up. Full breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down, soles of the feet together, knees fall open, Supta Baddha Konasana. You can let one hand rest on the heart, one on the belly, let your eyes close. Back bends are pretty igniting in the body as you open up the spine. So as you feel that waft of energy, just soak it up. And then let the knees start to come together. Bring them in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. You can reach down and catch the inside edges of the feet, moving into a little happy baby. I always like this one for the release in my low back. All right, release the feet, eagle up. So taking your right leg over left, you can interlace fingertips behind the head or do eagle arms. I find it better for my neck if I support it with my hands. And then you're gonna draw the chest and knees in and open up wide and then come back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the head and shoulders down, unwrap the legs. Re-wrap now the other side. Left leg's gonna come over. Float the head and shoulders. Squeeze yourself in and open up wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Give yourself a little squeeze, little rock. All right, and then upside down half pigeon. So cross the right ankle over the left knee, keeping both feet flexed. Reach through that opening and grab the left knee. Start to draw it in. I always use my right elbow to give a little nudge to the right knee, pushing it away. Brings it a little deeper. And then go ahead and release the hands. Keep your right knee over, or right ankle over the left knee. And then you're just gonna drop the knees over to the right. So you're using your right foot to give a little leverage onto the left knee. This comes into the left IT band a bit, outer hip. And then coming back up, release, maybe a little rock of the knees between sides. And then go ahead and cross the left ankle over the right knee, reaching through that opening, drawing the right knee in, using the left elbow if you like, that little nudge away with the knee. Bring it in just a bit deeper. And then releasing behind the knee, bringing the sole of the right foot down, keep the left ankle crossed over, and then drop the knees now over to the left. Left foot giving just a little bit of traction into the right knee. This little twist, opening up through the right IT band. And then back through center. Go ahead and release that little windshield wiper of the knees again. And then if there's any last thing that you need, a little squeeze in, a little twist or legs up, or however you would like to end this practice. And then let yourself find your way into Shavasana. Legs long, arms long. Feel the shoulders come in, the heart floats up. Start to deepen your breath. You can welcome a little movement back into your fingers and into your toes. Reach the arms up overhead, nice and long, legs out in front of you. When it feels right for you, draw the knees in towards your heart and find your way onto your side body. With your eyes closed, making your way up to a seated position, hands resting at heart center. Draw a nice full breath in and a full exhale. Full breath in and a full exhale. Inhale, draw your thumb knuckles up to your forehead, elbows wide, huge smile on your face and light in your hearts. Inhale. And exhale, bow forward.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining.